Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? I hope you're all having a fabulous day. And today, there has been some big news in the world of Castor Maritime. Before we get into any of that, I'd like to remind you I'm a university student, not a financial advisor, and as such, you should take everything I say with a pinch of salt. Remember, all stocks are battlefields. We can only identify the battlefields for you. We cannot fight them for you. So make sure you do your own due diligence. With that being said, remember, if you enjoy the video, please drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment in the section below, and we have our own Discord. So if you wish to join, the link is below. Feel free to come in, chat, find out what myself and Sam are looking at for the next months, weeks, days, what have you. And if there is anything that you are not sure about, you can feel free to speak to us and we will come back to you. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So welcome. Before we get into the big news, I would just like us to take a look at the graphs and the indicators to actually gauge what has been happening over the past couple of days with them. So looking at the graph here, we can see a massive run up. Now what caused this massive run up? The upcoming earnings report. It was reported that it is estimated to be being released on the 3rd. It didn't get released on the 3rd, but big news did, and we'll move on to that in a second. So this here, we've got this massive run up caused by the earnings report being estimated for the 3rd. This is combined with the push in Reddit on this stock and just everything to do with this stock. Now this red sell-off, this is more caused by people not liking holding through earnings, because holding through earnings, unless you're long-term investing, is a very dangerous game because earnings don't meet expectations. A lot of money leaves, and especially if you're swing trading or you're just scalping, that is very dangerous because you can lose a lot of money very quickly. Vice versa, you can also gain a lot of money really quickly if they completely blow their estimations out of the water and they're miles above it. But it's a dangerous game. As we can see here, this is all profit taking, shown to us by the volume. If you have a look, the red candlesticks being a lot smaller than which the green candlesticks were. This shows that there's a majority selling off here, but because they're short, we can determine that that is profit taking and not the shorts piling in to completely ruin the stock. If we look at the RSI, so the relative strength index, anything over 70 is overbought, anything under 30 is oversold. So if we have a look here, you can see reached overbought when we were on this climb up in the upcoming to the earning report, and then we dropped below oversold with people taking their profits. Now, this is nothing to worry about. This is merely just indicating that it's profit taking and people being scared to hold through the earnings report, which is fair enough. So now we will get into the big news, and I'll be back with you in a second. So welcome back. As we can see, it announced on the 2nd of March that they took delivery of the Magic Venus. So the Magic Venus, if you remember, February, Castor Maritime bought this ship to add to their fleet with entirely cash in hand. So it acquired it, big news, sent the price up, and they weren't expecting it until later on this year. So it is arrived early. It's very similar to the likes of Mara, who are Bitcoin mining, who weren't expecting their Bitcoin mining machines to arrive, but they beat the time that they were expected to arrive, and that sent the price soaring. So what is happening with this? Now they have got it, they are they're employing this straight away. They have got it and they are using it straight away. If we have a look at this, a daily gross charter rate of $18,500, so $2.8 million of revenue a year. Now this here is big news because it is profit, and at the moment, throughout this whole pandemic, companies need the profit. They need good news. As I've already mentioned, I am waiting for the earnings report because I feel the earnings report could be slightly interesting, as in I think it's going to be poor. Again, I don't fully know the ins and outs of every stock because I'm a trader. I'm not experienced in the field like professionals in Wall Street are, but I know a bit. So if we take a look at the earnings of it, as we can see, the earnings per share at the moment is like you're losing money per share. Now this here, I'm expecting earnings per share to fall again, and when that falls, the stock will fall. However, with this news that has been happening, I can see this soaring, as in this is causing a big dip, and the earnings report will cause a big dip, and I can see this stock dipping to 80 cents, 70 cents a share throughout this dip, but I can see it then becoming, by the end of the year, a stock which has a floor of $2 consistently. As you look, I can see it holding up to $2 consistently, easily. We're on this constant uptrend at the moment, as you can see. And yeah, I just think this stock is going to be a really, really good buy, but you need to buy the dip. So personally, I'm going to wait until it drops below 90 cents and I'm going to get in, because I don't know how much further it will drop then, and I'm planning on holding this to the end of 2021. And yeah, my price target on this stock is a minimum of $2. So that's going to be all from me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, if you have, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.